You're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
So a man at first. Aaron Judge, the next to hit. First offering misses badly for ball one.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That one misses, and it's 3-0. Yordan Alvarez hoping for a chance. He would represent the tying run.
Yeah, Boog, plenty of power in that bat. They'd love to give him a shot here.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
3-1.
Judge rips that one way back there. And it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 3-2.
The sun rises and Aaron Judge hits a home run. That's a pretty normal day in the world of baseball. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Two outs, nobody on. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And that's downstairs. Ball one. Foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here in Atlanta, here's Marcell Ozuna.
The designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Burns back to work. And that drops in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. Got him swinging. And here comes Alec Bohm. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Profar climbs in on that left side. There goes the runner. Throw to second. Ow!
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run called from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
Ball. 1-1.
And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 2. Just missed.
That's the ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That's a walk.
That's ball 4.
Went with the
Runner
cutter
takes base.
again, but couldn't find his zone.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. He went around, says Rusty Valentine. On the inside corner for a strike. And there's a ball.
1-2.
Profar off of first with 2 away. Fly ball down the line. And that's the 3rd out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. The NL is on top, 3-2. Bottom of the inning, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. That misses the zone, 1-0.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
And 1-2. Yeah, most guys struggle
1-2.
against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes, and that's the 1st out.
Batting 7 from the
Here's Jose Ramirez.
The third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
It's 0-1.
And that one is inside. Cut on and lifted in the air. Yelich pulls it down. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 8 from the Baltimore.
Here's Adley Rutschman.
The catcher, Adley Rutschman.
That just misses. Ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
101 on the gun. Swing and a miss.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
And it remains 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. And that's outside. Up the middle, Marte on the run, throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. We head on down to the top of the third. National Leaguers out in front, 3-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning, and the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Tatis waits. Rocketed out towards right center. Soto makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And first offering is fouled off. And strike 2. One out, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Harper, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
The 1-0. There's the swing and a miss.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything,
2-1.
what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Swings through that one.
Wow, no fair right there. I
2
mean,
balls, 2 strikes.
that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. NL goes down quietly, but they're up 3-2. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Back there. And it hits the top of the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That one missing inside. That missed by a lot, and that's ball 2. Got him! Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So digging in, Gunnar Henderson. He's 0 for 1.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. Strike on the outside, and it's 1-1.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Cut on and missed at 101, and it's 1-2. Now one miss.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
This one in the dirt. Runner holds, and it's a full count. Three-two. He fouls it off. We'll do it again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Man at second. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Here's Juan Soto. Popped up. Marte should have it. Drops into the glove, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings complete. The NL leads it 3-2. Back at Truist Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, William Contreras. And that one is lifted in the air. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Christian.
And now it's Christian Yelich.
Yelich.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fought off foul. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's off the inside corner. Now 1-2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. And a curve is down and in. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through. Inside, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2-2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Rutschman on to first in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
The center fielder, Aaron Judge.
Not even close there. And that's ball 1. Fastball for a strike. That one finds the zone. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
1-2.
Swing and a ball popped up. Harper has a beat on it. Makes the catch. And there's one away.
The batter, number 44. Designated hitter, Jordan.
Here's Jordan Alvarez. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that one fouled off. And there's a ball. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
One out, runner at second. Guerrero getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that is out of play. Vladdy needs just one hit to reach 200 for the season. Runner at second here, one gone.
Pretty impressive the year he's put together. 200 hits doesn't happen by accident. And there are some years nobody reaches 200 at all. Props to him for getting this far.
The 0-2.
Ball.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That's down and in. One out and a runner at second. The other way,
That's
and foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, you talk about a pitch coming in on a frozen rope. The challenges of catching up to 100 miles an hour or above is just tremendous. You see it, at least you think you do, but by the time you swing, it's in the catcher's mitt.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeehaw.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Good.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner
1-2 the
holds.
count.
Count goes to 1-2. Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in Atlanta, new inning getting started. And now it's Alec Bohm.
Alec Bohm.
Burns back to work. And that one's a little bit low. And that is ball one. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And that's off the inside edge. Ball two. On the ground out to short. Henderson over to first in time. One up, one down.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Pitchers always face a dilemma trying to figure out how to attack this guy. He went with the breaking ball right there, but it feels like that approach might be playing with fire. He loves to go after pitches with a wrinkle in it.
Ramirez sizes this one up at the wall, and it's out of play. And that one is downstairs. And a count 1-2. And
That's the
misses
ball.
inside. And that one lifted in the air center field. Judge makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Cattell.
So the batting order turns
Marte.
over. Cattell Marte up to the plate. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And ball 1. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Home half of the 5th coming up. The NL is on top, 3-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, Adley Rutschman.
Rutschman.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Ripped on the ground to second. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
That's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great. Nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
So up next, Stephen Kwan. There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering
That's the
upstairs.
ball. 1-1.
Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
1-2.
Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 0 for 2 in this one. And a strike right through there. That one at triple
0-1.
digits. Rutschman, the lead runner out at second. Kwan on at first with nobody out. And that one fouled off. That's inside. 1-2 to count. Movement in the bullpen. Tyler Glasnow up and throwing for manager Torey Lovello. Shota getting loose as well. Strike 3. Skeen sends them packing.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
So digging in, Gunnar Henderson. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. Swings and misses. 0-2.
Wow,
0-2.
good luck catching up to that one.
And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Juan Soto now.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Fouled off. He was late. Cut on and missed at 101. 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Andres Munoz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
The right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
And that one clips the corner.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Up and in, and the count is 1-1. Meanwhile,
1-1.
activity in the bullpen. Craig Kimbrell appears to be getting loose. Next offering is down low. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Chases that one out of the zone, and now 1 away.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Here's Trey Turner.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
The first baseman, number 3.
Here comes Bryce Harper, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one's in there. Strike 1.
0-1.
And And that one
No, that's
missing
down.
low.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the sixth. 3 up, 3 down for him there. To the bottom of the sixth we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. The NL leads this one 3-2.
Leading up for the American League, the center fielder, Aaron Judge.
Hit on the ground to short. Turner tosses to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
The batter, number 44, designated hitter,
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Paul Skeens done for the afternoon. Pretty good effort, and he exits with a lead. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for
Tyler
the National
Glasnow into the game.
League, number
Still a
31,
lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And next is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. In the dirt,
1-0.
and that's ball 1. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off
1-1.
balance as well.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Contreras snags it for the second out.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Guerrero
One ball,
stands
no
in
strikes.
here, takes ball 1 low. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. Now 2-0.
No strikes.
And that's a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Two outs. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
2-2.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field, and brings it in at the wall.
Now pitching
Welcome
for
back.
the
We're in the
American
seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound,
Number
Craig
46.
Kimbrell.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score
Leading
right
for the
where it
National
is.
League, the
And now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras. He's already homered in this game. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
That's in there. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting,
Here comes
the
Christian
center fielder,
Yelich.
Christian Yelich.
That one in the dirt,
That's a
and
ball.
it's 1-0. Sliced hard but foul. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second, and that's a double.
That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto sizing this one up, and it's caught for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Now, Alec Bohm. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Yeah, there's the strike.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And that's down and away.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's...
Runner breaks for third. Strike in there. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Outside corner, got him looking. No runs, one hit, a double, no errors, and one man left. Seventh inning stretch time. The NL leads it 3-2. And we're back. Bottom of the seventh. Leading off, Jose Ramirez.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
That's off the mark. 1-0.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a count 1-2. Inside, just missed.
That's a really good take.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one missed. Adley Rutschman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Now the catcher up to hit, Adley Rutschman. and takes low for ball one. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one ripped into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
On the ground to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Offense held in check there. We look ahead to inning number 8. The NL is on top, 3-2. Back at Truist Park. Now batting Jurickson Profar.
The left fielder, Jurickson.
Kimbrel, a 6-foot righty, 36 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Ball one, no strikes. Right through there for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
The 1-1. Just missed. That one misses. Now 3-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Wow, it went off the roof of the restaurant. What a shot. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 4-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Craig Kimbrel gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
And here's
American
Kenley
League,
Jansen.
number 74, Kenley Jansen.
Here's Ketel Marte. Ball one there. That one misses, and it's 2-0.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Next offering is in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Tyler Anderson preparing to come on if needed. Holmes, a right-hander, loosening up as well. That's off the inside corner. Full count, 3-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Headed towards the corner, And that's a foul ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Altuve makes his way towards it, and there's one away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. That clips the corner. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 5-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Trey Turner with a chance now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a groundout. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Judge settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
2 down, bases empty. Here comes Bryce Harper. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's the catcher to hit, William Contreras. He's already homered here in this one. Outside low, ball 1. Two outs. And that one fouled off. On a line out towards center. Dives and makes the catch.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Matt Strom.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Jose Altuve now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one.
Altuve.
That's in there. That's strike one.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That missed. That's a ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Kyle Finnegan, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Dives and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
So up next, Gunnar Henderson. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one's back there. And gone. A shot to the opposite field. It's 5-3.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Next to hit, Juan Soto. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Check swing on a 1-0, appeal to third, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Just missed. One down, base is empty. Fouls one off. 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Runner on at first with 1 gone. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. First offering, and it just misses.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And a swing and a miss.
2-1.
Soto over at first with 1 away. That one finds the corner. It's 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Tying run at the plate. Got him swinging. 2 away.
The batter, number 44.
Yordan Alvarez digs in now. 1 for 3.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swinging a foul straight back. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. In the air, left side. Profar has a beat on it, and that'll do it. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 5-3 ball game. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kirby Yates.
Now pitching for the American League, number 38, Kirby Yates.
Here's Yelich at the
Leading
dish.
off for the National League, the center fielder, Christian Yelich.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Kirby Yates with the strikeout.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Marcell Ozuna, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the ninth. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Boom. Stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's outside.
2-1.
And it's 2-1. Fastball for a strike. Hit hard, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Here's Profar now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Boom. The runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is fouled back. There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The relay throw, but he's in there easily.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at-bat.
So digging in, Ketel Marte. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Now a long throw home, but it's offline, and they lead by 4.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. First pitch misses.
1-0.
And there's a ball.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Top of the zone for a called strike. He swings and fouls one off.
Full count.
In the dirt, but kept close. And Tatis able to stay alive. Three-two. Gets a piece and stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 6, 7, 8. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Hunter Green. It's the National League All-Stars taking on the American League All-Stars. Gotta love the All-Star festivity. Just about ready to go. And on the hill, Corbin Burns.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Okay, all set to go. Ketel Marte up to the plate. There's a strike at the knees. So this year's All-Star game is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Pitch in the dirt, 1-1. Burns has worked along with mental skills coach Brian Kane since September of 2019. And as well, he reads Harvey Dorfman's The Mental ABCs of Pitching. He reads at least a chapter on days that he starts. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Stays alive. Here's the 2-2. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
No balls, 1 strike.
Marte aboard here at first with nobody out. That clips the corner. Kicks and deals. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. 1 away.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Here's Turner now. There's a strike. 95 of that one. Foul ball there. Man at first, 1 away.
One and 2.
Outside. And that's outside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here is Bryce Harper, the first overall pick back in 2010. Swinging a foul straight back. And ball 1.
1-1. Ball.
Right through there for a strike. In the dirt. The kick, the 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And strike one to the catcher.
1-1.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Now it's Christian Yelich. Not close with that one, and that's ball one. And that's outside.
No, that's out.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Swings through that.
2-2.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back here in Atlanta and pitching here today, Paul Skeens. What should we keep an eye on here?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And a foul ball. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Batting second.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. The shortstop takes the ball. That one at triple digits. One out, base is empty. That misses.
No, that missed. That's
2
a
balls,
ball.
2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Here's Juan Soto.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Runner at second here, one gone. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. And that one goes straight to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, down to third, goes the tying run.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Got him. Two gone.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. And that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Started after it, appeal to first. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Kenny Jansen. Jet swing went around. And that's strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Runner at third, 2 away.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. End of the first from Truist Park. The NL leads it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna.
Burns back to work. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And that's in the dirt.
1-2. Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That's outside. Ball 3.
Full count.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Right side, hard hit. Steps on first for the out.
Batting eighth from the Philadelphia Phillies, the third baseman, Alec
So up next, Alec Bohm.
Bohm.
Bohm, the 3rd overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State. Splits the plate. Strike 1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Swing and a miss and a slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
That one
One and
not
two.
close. And the count is 1-2. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Batting ninth. From
And here's the veteran outfielder, Jurickson Profar.
Jurickson Profar.
First
No,
pitch
that's
just
outside. Ball.
misses. Two out, space is empty. Pitch is in the
That's down.
dirt.
That's a
2
ball.
balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy
Two balls, one
changeup
strike.
right there. Just pulled the string.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Ramirez settles underneath it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. 1-2-3 go the National Leaguers, but they still lead it 1-0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Skeens, an all-star a season ago, 22 years old, a former first-round pick in 2023. Swing and a miss. That one at 101.
0-1.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Way out front for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch
That's
is
a ball. That's
downstairs.
down.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Out to center. Yelich should have it. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting 7th from the Cleveland Guardians.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
Jose.
Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Good piece of hitting, going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Just
Nope,
missed.
ball.
When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Profar settles under it. makes the grab, and that is that. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. We played 2 full. The NL leads this one 1-0. Back at Truist Park, on to the 3rd inning. Here's Ketel Marte. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter.
One and one.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 and 2. The count.
And that's downstairs and outside. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Inside, just missed. And that one
Ball.
cutting but missing down low.
2-1.
Pitch misses there, and the count is 3-1.
3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Tatis waits. Draws the walk there. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
One down, and the batter will be the shortstop. Trey Turner struck out swinging his first time. And that drops in for a strike. There's a strike. Tatis, the base runner at first with 1 out. The shortstop takes the ball.
Two and two.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
The first baseman, number 3, Bryce.
Here's Bryce Harper. He reached on a walk his first time. And a curve misses outside.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
That one is absolutely belted. And that's got extra bases written all over it. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. And they're up by 3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. One out, runner at second. William Contreras will hit next. Outside corner, there's a strike. Man at second. That misses.
1-1.
And 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. Logan Gilbert up and loosening in the pen. Reagan's warming up as well. Just missed.
Ball. 2-1.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
We got a full count.
In the dirt. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And the batter now, Christian Yelich. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Yelich.
That one off the mark. Ball one.
1-0.
And another ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one misses. And now 3-0. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Clips the corner, and that is strike one. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Count is full.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the DH, Marcell Ozuna. He's 0 for 1. Check swing, but he went too far. And that's strike one.
1 strike.
Just off the inside edge.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
A little out front there as he swings through it. 2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But they'll pick up a couple of runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the inning. And now Stephen Kwan. First pitch doesn't find the zone. upstairs.
That's the ball.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That one at triple digits.
2 and 2.
And a good eye there.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
Smoked on the ground a second. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now Jose Altuve. That's in there. That's strike one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that is downstairs. And it's a ball and a strike. Just missed.
2 and 1.
That one fouled off. 2 and 2. That one is upstairs. One down, base is empty. On the ground at first, Harper. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Number 2, shortstop, Gunnar.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Doubled in his first AB. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No balls. 1 strike.
And that
No,
just
that
misses. Next pitch is outside. And they'll do it again. And now it's filled up.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Two down, nobody on. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. AL down quietly. They trail it here 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Alec Bohm. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
0 and 1.
And that one upstairs, ball one.
No, that's down. Ball.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting.
Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's it for Corbin Burns. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
A new
the
pitcher
American
in the game, Logan Gilbert.
League, number
Well, they didn't
36.
get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
So a man aboard, and here is Jurickson Profar. First time up was a pop out. Late on that fastball.
Profar, who hails from Curacao, same place that produced Andrew Jones.
Boom. Gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that one misses up and in. Going to count 1 and 2.
1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
So the lineup flips over, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte. He's 0 for 1. That's down and in, a slider missed. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss.
There might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Curve in the
That's
dirt.
the ball.
Now it's 3 and 2. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
2 on, 1 out. Tatis getting ready to hit. He is struck out and he is walked. Way high.
1-0.
Out in front and foul to the left side. Second and third, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground. Base hit. 1 run in already. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Picks himself up an RBI. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Trey Turner at the plate. There's the strike. 95 of that one. 2 on, 1 out. And that one wrapped foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. 1st and 3rd, 1 down. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's 2 down.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
So here is Bryce Harper.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Fouled off left side. That misses, and it's 1-1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Corners are occupied with 2 down. Cut on and miss, struck him out. They limit the damage here. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. On now to the bottom of the 4th. National Leaguer is out in front, 4-0. And we're back. Here's a big power threat. Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering is downstairs. Down and in, moved his feet.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Tried hitting 101, and it wasn't happening. That's a strikeout.
The center fielder, number
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, struck out swinging his first time. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Not even close there. And the count is 1-1.
Nope, ball.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2-2.
Just off the outside edge. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Judge rips that one. That's back. Gone. That one felt good, and they cut into the lead. It's 4-1.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort in left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
And the batter now, Yordan Alvarez. That's out to center field. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Up next for the American League.
2 down, bases empty.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fly to center his first time. Ball 1 there. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Good eye right there.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
That misses the zone, and it's a full count. Jose Ramirez up next for the American League. And
that's a
foul
foul ball.
ball. 2 outs. That's ball 4. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find a zone.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Swing and a foul out of play. That's down and in. Guerrero off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That one came in at 99. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 4-1. Back at Truist Park, and here's the catcher, William Contreras.
William Contreras.
Gilbert back to work. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Into center and a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Yelly stepping into the box now. Fastball for a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Breaking ball inside. And a count 1-2. A little bit low.
Oh, that's low.
Runner at first with no outs here. And now it's 3-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Right through there, got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Ozuna up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss.
No strikes.
Inside,
Oh, that's it.
2-0. And that's too high. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
It all just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's the 3rd baseman, Alec Bohm, 1 for 2. Hard on the ground to first. The throw to second is offline. The throw won't get there in time, and they don't get the out.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
So bases loaded with 1 away. And now it's going to be Jurickson Profar. All loaded up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Profar gets a piece there. He goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's going to be Ketel Marte. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Going 1. Hard ground ball for a base knock. 1 runs in. A second scores as well, and the lead is up to 5.
He was all over that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Two on, 2 outs. And a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. Boom at second. Marte at first. 2 out of the inning. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Rutschman on to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. They put 2 on the board on 2 base hits. 1 error, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. The NL is on top. 6-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That one in there across the letters.
No balls.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Logan Webb up and throwing for manager Torey Lovello. Fried also throwing. Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Started to go after it. Now we'll look down to third. No swing. That missed by a lot, and it's 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Just off the outside edge. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
So digging in, Stephen Kwan grounded out his first time. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Coming on Profar, he's there, he's got it.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. 0 for 2 in this one. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1.
High fly ball right field. Tatis settles under this one. Makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
So up next, Gunnar Henderson. Fastball for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
1 ball, 1
Way
strike.
high there. And now it's even 1-1.
No, that's low.
In the
Ball.
dirt, blocked. Two outs. To the right side, Harper. The flip, and very nicely done for the out. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We're through 5. The NL leads it 6-1. Today we deliver a powerful message as we join our partners Stand Up to Cancer and reaffirm our commitment to the fight against cancer. Major League Baseball, its fans, players, and coaches are united in our determination to defeat this disease for our friends, our families, and our communities. For more information and how you can help, go to standuptocancer.org. That's hard hit on the line. And foul ball. Misses outside. Ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Andres Munoz up and throwing. Kimbrel also getting ready. And that's outside. 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And it's even up. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So Harper stands in. First offering, runner goes, pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Turner at second with nobody out. Foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7. And now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras. First pitch, and he just misses. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Misses inside, and a count 2-1. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Squirts away a little bit. Man at second. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one back. Out of here. He circles the bases, and they add a couple more. It's 8-1.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Logan Gilbert departs, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. The left-hander on now, Cole Reagans.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So 1 out, nobody on. Next to hit, Christian Yelich. Called strike right there. Swing and a miss. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Ozuna stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll do it. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Logan Webb.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And here is Juan Soto.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
That one inside, and that's ball 2.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Next offering is down low. That one pushed to the left and foul. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. It's Aaron Judge now. He's already homered in this game. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Hard hit, right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Two outs, base is empty. And now the DH, Yordan Alvarez. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
That one outside. 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Just off the outside edge. And it's 3-2. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up next for the American League. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
2 outs, runner at first. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Makes the play, and it's out number 3. AL leaves 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Back here in Atlanta, all set for the start of the inning. Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Down and away for ball one. That misses off the outside edge. That clips the zone, and it's 2-1 now.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
That pitch clips the outside corner. That's strike two.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
That one drifts inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Boom. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. No swing. That's ball four. He walked him.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
So digging in, Jurickson Profar.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And first offering is fouled off. And there's a ball. Breaking ball misses down and away. Boom. Gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next pitch is outside. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Marte in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Just missed. And there's a foul ball. That's a strike. 2-2 now. And that's down and away. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late, gave up on it a little bit early.
Tatis at the plate now. That's ball one. Swing and a miss as he was late. That's a little bit low. Swings and misses. 2-2. stays alive. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The NL leads this one 8-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. A gigantic blast. It's 8-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Now the catcher up to hit, Adley Rutschman. On the ground, right side. Marte throws to first in time, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. So up next, Stephen Kwan. Just off the inside edge.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
So 2 balls and no strikes. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is in for a strike. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. Now a chance for Jose Altuve. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one's in there, 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. It's now 8-2. And we're back. We go to the 8th. Here's Trey Turner. Reagan's back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Brings it in. And there's 1 down. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. just missed. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fastball for a strike. In there at the knees for a strike. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low, and the count is 2-2. That one lifted to left. Kwan heads after it. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Contreras, the next to hit, takes outside. Swings and misses. And a count 1-1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Inside, almost got him. Christian Yelich on deck for the National League. And that's low for ball 4.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Man at first, Christian Yelich. Now at the plate, 0 for 3 in this one. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Missed with a changeup. 2 balls and a strike. Just missed. Yeah, that's fouled off. Contreras off of first with 2 away.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field and makes the grab. And that is that. 1 left for the National Leaguers. They lead at 8-2. Back at Truist Park, now the number 2 hitter, Gunnar Henderson. And takes low for ball 1. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. A changeup missing, and it's 2-1. Just missed. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Man at first, nobody out. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And that drops in for a strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Next offering is in for a strike. Nobody out, runner at first. In the dirt. Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. And out to a board. Here is Aaron Judge. He's already homered here in this one. And ball 1 to Judge. First and second, no outs. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one down the line, and that's just foul. This one in the dirt. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Alvarez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Two on, one out. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Grounder might be 2. Here's Marte for 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Through 8 full, the NL is on top, 8-2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Andres Munoz. Now it's the DH, Marcell Ozuna. And delivers outside. Ripped on a line. Soto hauls it in, and there's one away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Alec Bohm, the next to hit. Now one missed. Activity in the bullpen. Kenley Jansen getting ready to go. Hit on the ground to the right side, but it kicks foul. And that misses. 2-1. Right side. And he handles it himself for the out. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jurickson Profar. And the first pitch misses for ball one. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Now here is Ketel Marte. Outside low, 1-0. And a breaking ball misses outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Next offering is downstairs. Fernando Tatis Jr. on deck for the National League. And strike two. Profar leads off first with 2 down to the inning. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Fernando Tatis Jr. getting ready to hit. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. The NL leads it 8-2. Last chance for the home team. And now here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Fires over to first. And Guerrero is set down. Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. That one catches the zone. Strike 1.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
There's a swing and a miss. Next pitch misses. Now 1-2. Got him swinging. And they're down to their last out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Rutschman now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
Webb is just one strike away. That's outside, and it's 1-2. That one missing inside. Headed down the line, and that drops foul. That misses the zone, and the count's full. Three and two. The pitch is outside, and ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Line drive, fair ball. Around second is Rutschman. Coming home. The relay, tag.
Winning never gets old, but it's also important to come out and play with some level of a fear of failure. That's what brings out the best, knowing that if I don't bring it today, we could lose. And nobody likes to lose, especially when you work this hard to play at this level. Nice win today.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.